Honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kahakodash. Double honor to all the apostles, great millstone who do well. Peace, love, and blessings to the brothers on the highways and byways, giving all diligence to make it call and lecture sure. And blessings to the very few sisters out there listening, learning, believing. I'm that fellow Equinox coming at you once again with another lesson, Lord, full through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. This lesson is edifying, also exhorting. And this would be Bible prophecy and geopolitics. Bible prophecy, geopolitics. All right. And as we know, according to scriptures, America, aka identified in the scriptures as Babylon the Great, will ultimately be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear missiles. And on this world stage, again, as we see, certain moves are being made by these nations. All right. Particularly here, the Russians, for example. We see that vision it's coming to pass, man. It's getting clearer and clearer each day. As you can see here, new unlimited range cruise missile can bypass air defenses, Russian military. All right, and I'm gonna try to pronounce the name of this Russian name of this missile as best as I can. It says the Burevestnik. It's like a Burevestnik. All right, Burevestnik, noted for its unmatched range, was test fired earlier this month, covering a distance of over 14,000 kilometers. And this happened right after the peace talks between Putin and Donald Trump were canceled. Okay. So, and concerning Ukraine, because as you know, we're not in a time of peace. All right. So I'm gonna go through this information again, these politics, all right, this world stage, and I'm gonna get some precepts and little ones that'll finally close this thing out. It says Russia's new all unlimited range nuclear powered missile, the Burevestnik, can evade missile defenses. Chief of the General Staff Valery Gerasimov has said, again a Russian name, forgive me. He made the remarks on Sunday during President Vladimir Putin's visit to a Russian army command post. All right. So that was today. It says Putin held a meeting with Gerasimov and other senior military commanders, during which he had briefed on the situation along the line of contact with the Ukrainian army and the Russian army's offensive training exercises, including the country's strategic nuclear forces. According to Gerasimov, the Burevestnik test took place on October 21st. The missile completed a multi-hour flight that covered 14,000 kilometers, though he stressed that this is not the range limit for the Burevestnik. The technical characteristics of the Burevestnik missile make it capable of striking highly protected targets at any distance with guaranteed accuracy, Gerasimov stated. During the test flight, the missile successfully performed all designated vertical and horizontal maneuvers, demonstrating its ability, right, which goes to show you, how skillful, all right, how high-tech this missile is able to move horizontally and vertically, all right. It says demonstrating its strong ability to evade anti-missile and air defense systems. So it's smart, it's intelligent, so to say. It's able to move. It's not just in one, as I say, trajectory, and it just goes in that one motion. No, it's able to move. It's able to adapt, so to say. All right. So you see that, and then I just got one more article. It says, beyond reach why America's Golden Dome may be powerless against Russia's doomsday missile. So there's nothing you can do to stop it, all right? Because it's already been prophesied that Babylon the Great, aka America, will be destroyed by the way of fire. And that's going to be by the instrument of the missiles, man. All right. It says on October 21st, Russia successfully tested the Burevestnik, a nuclear-powered unlimited range cruise missile capable of evading all existing missile defenses. All right, so it's unstoppable. All right, it says the test was announced by Chief of the General Staff Valery Gerasimov during the President Vladimir Putin visit to a Russian army command post. All right, so it's basically the same thing, but the title of this one, all right, was why America's Golden Dome may be powerless against Russia's doomsday. It's not no maybe either. It's gonna happen. All right. So let's get a precept on that. Isaiah 13-17. And behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. And this Medes here is not talking about Persia or Iran. It's talking about Russia. All right. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes, because Russia basically occupies, all right, that modern day region today. All right. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So they can't be bribed with anything. All right. It says their bulls, because America's going to do something where it's going to be a point of no return. All right. No amount of peace talks. And as you can see here, you see that happening already. Putin don't want to talk. All right. Because America they can't be trusted. It says their bulls also shall dash the young man to pieces, and they shall have no pity upon the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. In Babylon, aka America, because ancient Babylon had already fallen. All right. By the time Isaiah had written this, right? It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, and the Most High rained fire and brimstone from Sodom and Gomorrah. And if you look at an artist's depiction, an animation, just type in the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, right, those two cities, you will see it looks like missiles raining down on those cities, man. All right, so the Most High just basically modernized, all right, that same concept, and have given these devils basically the wisdom, the technology to create and to basically replicate, all right, that destruction of ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. But this time it's going to be far more amplified. It says, shall be never be inhabited. It goes to show you that this hasn't happened yet, because modern day Babylon and Iraq people still dwell there. Okay, so this is cold. It says, shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Okay, because the only thing going to dwell there, as it becomes a desert, are basically desert creatures. All right, creatures that you would find in the desert. The book of Malachi 4:1 says, for behold, a day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, all right, proud to be an American, it's definitely, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And that day shall, in that day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Okay, so that day to burn as an oven. And real quick, was 50-second video.
The so-called modernity of our armed forces, or rather, our nuclear deterrent forces, is at the highest level. Well, I suppose one could say without any pretense that it's at a higher level than at least all nuclear-armed states. The test of the Burevestnik cruise missile, an unlimited-range nuclear-powered missile. I know I have a report from industry, and the Ministry of Defense's assessments are generally known. This is, after all, a unique product, unlike any other in the world. And now the decisive tests have been completed.
It's done. All right, prophecy will take place. Matter of fact, let's get that one prophecy in the Apocrypha. forgive me. Let's get this one prophecy in the Apocrypha, right? Because he said it's done. It's completed. He said it's finished. So, 2nd Esdras 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. All right, this ultimately talking about the Heavenly Father, because the Heavenly Father gave these Russians that technology. All right. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp. And again, this is a metaphor. Yahushua asked his disciples, why speakest unto them in parables? Because it's written unto you to know the mysteries. All right. It shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Now we know, technically speaking, you cannot shoot an arrow unto the end of the world. So this is described or cloaked as missiles. All right. It says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. All right. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. See there? So in the ancient world, what they would do was what they would get an actual bow and arrow, dip it in some type of fuel or something, light it on fire, and then shoot it. So it's that same concept, but only this time, we're talking about something that's not propelled by resistance, some type of resistance, rubber band type material. And this fire is, only thing is it's nuclear. All right, so it's the same concept, but modernized. All right, modern warfare, as they say. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow, which is, see, it is using similes, like as an arrow. So it's not, let you know it's not actually talking about an arrow. Like as the arrow which is shot of the mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. And as you can see, what Ezra says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days. So Ezra is here today, all right? So, but those that receive the mark, and as you can see here over in America, the government shutdown, which opens up the door for a false flag. Something could happen this week, with the tension being built, people on edge, waiting for the government to open back up, hoping it does. If not, the SNAP benefits are cut. So we there. And it only makes sense that, it could happen. All right? So, let me get this one. This is, all right, slack you for that. I wanted to get this too, right? Trump and China. In fact, let me pull up another tab here, right? China halts. I think that's how you spell that word. Halts rare earth. Yep, halts rare earth minerals. Something to that point. China has fully suspended rare earth minerals, but has implemented strict new export controls that require special license for shipments. Why? This is a direct attack on the U.S. and its tariffs and trade wars, right? And you got to understand, too. Let's read, see what AI says. It says, but has implemented strict new export controls that require special license for shipments, right? So anybody, they're controlling it. So if you so happen to be a dealer, for lack of a better term, or you also buy these, you got to get China's permission, all right, to who you get them to. So basically, you can't the U.S. is not going to be able to circumvent China and buy it from another country, right? Let's say something like Britain buying those rare earth minerals from China, right? Well, Britain's not going to be able to say, oh, well, America, we're buying them from China, you can get them from us. No, China has to authorize that, so to say, and they're not going to allow it. All right. Says this move, which began in April 2025, and it was expanded in October 2025, has caused significant supply chain disruptions and concern for various industries, including defense. Right, so that's your military weaponry, technology, electric vehicles. All right, the government cites national security concerns raised military applications of these dual-use minerals, though the restrictions were also imposed in response to U.S. tariffs. Exactly. So this is going to hurt U.S. The U.S. has no option but to basically.
Dad, mommy buy them pizza.
Okay. I'm doing something. All right, I'll be down there. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry. So forgive me for that. Close my doors.
Okay.
But yeah. So with that being said, the U.S. is heavily dependent on that, right? So why you think, not assuming. Well, here it is. Trump Asia's trip. So he got no choice. He had to basically he has to submit in some form because that's gonna hurt them. The rare earth what's it called again? Rare earth minerals. All right, that basically only China is able to refine, so to say. What U.S. China agreed a framework a trade deal. He had to. All right, U.S. China say trade deal is drawing closer as Trump and XI ready for a high stakes meeting. Exactly. U.S. China agreed a trade deal framework. I see one about rare earth minerals. Yeah, this one right here, Reuters. U.S. China talks get out rare earths. Tariff pause for Trump and XI to consider. See, so the U.S. is losing its hegemony. All right. Let me get one precept on this. All right. Moab is a wash pot, not meaty. I don't need the meaty. You devils don't got the oil, man. Don't get me wrong, sometimes they on point, but Psalm 60:8. Psalm 60:8. So Trump, he had to go over there. He had to go over to Asia, man. Look at that. Psalm 60:8. Let me get right to the point. It says, Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia, triumph thou because of me. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Edom, Esau, the so-called white man. Will not thou, O God, which hast cast us off, and thou, O God, which didst not go out with our armies? Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. Through the Most High we shall do valiantly, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies. Exactly. I should have started from 6. I got to, Psalm 60:6. The Most High has spoken in his holiness. I will rejoice, I will divide Shechem and meet out of the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the strength of mine hand. Judah is my lawgiver. All right, the southern and northern kingdom. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. Moab is my washpot. So the Most High is using those Moabites, those Asians, to basically break Babylon the Great down as well. All right, economically. You see, Trump had to make that trip over there to Asia, right? Because what he really needs these rare earth minerals. So, see there, why China's curbing rare earth exports is a huge blow to the U.S., right? This shit is expensive, all right? Talking about expensive, we talking about millions upon millions of dollars, man. So forgive me. The trade war between China and U.S. has reignited after a truce lasting months, this time over rare earths. China has chokehold the minerals which are used in making of electric cars, electronics, and military weapons. And you know how big that America is on military weapons, right? Talking about that GDP. It's a war machine. So that's why Trump got his ass over there in China, in Asia right now. It has tightened a grip over rare earth exports in recent months and now requires companies in China to get government approval before shipping the minerals abroad. These curbs have dealt a major blow to the U.S., whose industry are heavily dependent on imports of the precious metal. Exactly. Analysts say China's uses dominance as key bargaining chip in trade talks with Washington. So there we go. This dominance, right? America's hegemony, U.S. hegemony is at its end. All right. And pursuant to Obadiah, the first chapter. All right, they set you up anyways. At any point in time, they can cut that off. We'll close out with that, cause he got no choice now. Obadiah 1:7, I believe. Yep. Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. All right. So even though you see a so-called deal and talks going on, man, China is still looking to undermine the U.S. All right, and prevailed against thee. All right. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. NLT, all your allies will turn against you. It's talking about America, all right? They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to destroy, like to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you. And you talk about those European nations, right? And you won't even know about it, all right? So we see it. Again, Bible prophecy, geopolitics. So that, Lord will just edify, giving all praises to Yahweh Shai. The next time, say Shalom.